Yo! It's me again. It is about 8:45 here on Friday morning. Thank goodness it is Friday. For many of you, this is your last day of work. For me, I have one more to go, and then I'm off on Sunday. Last night, we had a great time in Fusion. And today, as a devotion, I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you, and I wanted to share with you on how the service went. I really want to share with you what we spoke about. We talked about insecurities, and in your life, to kind of follow up with that, whether you're at the service or not, that's something that maybe can help you today to be thinking about different things. To be insecure means to not have security. You know, to be secure and insecure, the big difference is that security part. And when you're insecure, you don't have a sense of being secure. And last week, as we talked about fear, we understand that one of the main causes of fear is not being able to be in control. Well, the same thing goes with insecurity. When you're not in control of your environment and the things around you, then you'll have a sense of insecurity, fear, because you're not sure the way things are going and the way they're going to go. A lot of times, the biggest thing that causes fear is the fact that we are man pleasers instead of being a God pleaser. In your own life, I want you to think about that. Who do you strive to please the most? Is it God or is it people? You know, when someone tells you good job or a bad job, their opinion, I mean, it does weigh some matter, especially if it's someone that you trust and someone you could take opinions from and constructive criticism. But when it comes down to it, the only person's opinion that really matters should be God's. God created you. As we've talked for weeks now, God's created you. He's given you a purpose. He's given you life. And as sure as He's done it for a purpose. You have a purpose for your life. And with that being said, you got to understand that the enemy would do anything he could to destroy that purpose and the plan that God has for your life. And what he would do is use other people. You know, for so long, I was a kid. I was somebody who thought I've always just thought I'm a dumb person. You know, I'm goofy, yes, I know, and I like to have fun. But all my life, I've always thought I was a dumb person. I struggled in school. I did bad with my grades in school, and I didn't go to college because I was an idiot. And I wanted to join the military, and I couldn't even pass the ASVAB test. I mean, that's how dumb I've been. And but the thing is, and I've been told that. And so other people's opinions of me have weighed so much to where it's become something that I believe myself that I am. And that's an insecurity that I have to fight in my life. And I don't know what your insecurity is. It may be popularity, it may be looks, it may be ability, it may be physical ability. It could be numerous different things. At the end of the day, the opinion that matters the most is God's. And the way you fight insecurity, number one, is don't talk negative, talk positive. You know, for me, I realize, hey, you know what? I may not be the smartest person or most sophisticated person, but I'm Brad Reffett, and you all know there ain't another Brad Reffett. I don't try to be somebody else. I can't try to be someone else, because as long as I'm trying to be somebody else, I can't be who God created me to be, and I'm not fulfilling what He the calling in my life and the purpose for my life while I'm trying to be somebody else. So I want you to think about that. You know, one thing, as I said, speak positive, man, and then also have the strength to fight against adversity and the courage to fight against it. You know, I'm very unique. I'm different, and people will remember me for being who I am and not being someone else. And so, you know what? I look at I'm unique. I don't think like everybody else. I may not be smart like everyone else, but I don't think like everyone else. I'm unique. The way I look at things is different. My mind, I think outside the box. And the one thing that's so cool that I've realized is, you know what? I'm not a dumb person. I'm just different. I think things differently. And because of that, that benefits me in ministry. Because when I'm at church, when I'm trying to sort out issues, or when I'm trying to plan an event or do something, I think outside the box. I think different. It takes me longer, but I dream big. I'm a huge dreamer. And where some people would lack in that, that's one of the biggest things I thrive in, and that helps me in ministry. You know, whether it's singing and you become insecure, if you would stop looking at everyone else and start looking at who God has created you to be and be the best with who He's created you to be, watch and see what kind of great things God can do in your life. And then the other thing is, don't be jealous of other people. Insecurity brings on jealousy. You know, if you want to sing like someone else, you want to preach like someone else, you want to be a good salesperson better than somebody else, don't compare yourself to other people. It's good to watch, to evaluate how other people do things and to learn from them, but do not try to be like, do not be jealous of somebody else. The enemy uses you, he'll use me, and he'll use whoever he can to tear someone else down. And one of the ways he does that is with jealousy. And you're jealous because of the way someone looks or the attention they get or the popularity. You got to fight against that. You can't be jealous of people. What that does is that breeds this thing inside of you to where you're not content with who you are and who God created you to be. So instead of being jealous, praise people. Talk positive about people. If you like to sing and you're talented in that and there's someone that you think may be better than you, so what if they're better than you? Who cares? At the end of the day, don't lose sleep over it if they're better than you. Don't compete with them. And don't wonder, man, why is this person put there? And why does that person get all the opportunities? And why does that person have more favor? Why does this person get the better job opportunity? Why does that person get the promotion? I'm still here. If you're faithful with the things God has given you, God will promote you. And I'd much rather be promoted by God than by man. So even when promotion doesn't come or when the attention doesn't come, don't look at it like it's the boss's fault or the pastor's fault. It's nobody's fault if you're striving to please God. Because in due time, God will promote you. Look at Joseph. You know, Joseph in the Bible, you see that. He went through all kinds of crazy things, but he was continually promoted because he was faithful to God. Same thing with Daniel. In fact, the Bible says because he has such an excellent spirit that the king, the same king who put Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace, the same king who constituted the law going against God and telling you to worship false idols, the same king who did that promoted Daniel and put him king over just about everything. So ruler over everything, whatever, not a king. But, you know, think about that today, man. Think about it in your life. Do you have insecurities? If you do, tell God what they are, man. Share that with God and say, Lord, here's where I'm at in my life. This is what I'm dealing with, man. I'm insecure. I feel like I'm not attractive. I feel like other people are more attractive than me. And you know, whatever it is, you know, God, I'm insecure about the way I sing, the way I preach, or my job. You know, I'm in sales, or I'm trying to do this, or you know what? It seems like everyone's so popular, no one fits in, and God, I don't fit in very well, and I'm insecure about that. Well, let Him know that. Tell Him that, and ask Him to start giving you favor and helping you in that. And guess what? He will. But don't be jealous of other people, and don't tear other people down, and don't go behind their backs and talk bad about them, because all it does is make that's what the enemy uses against you in your life. So think about those things today. Ponder over those things, and be who you are. There's a clip from a movie I like as I close this down. In Troy, a little boy goes up to Achilles, and there's this big battle going on, and there's this huge giant. He's monstrous. And they have their one man, and then the other group has their man, and they go get Achilles, and a little boy goes up to Achilles and says, you know, hey, they need you to come fight and to kill this man so we can win the battle. And so he gets his stuff ready. And he said, the boy said, I heard you were a god. I heard you were this majestic person, you know. And he said, and then Achilles says, well, then I wouldn't be worrying about wearing a shield, would I? You know. And then the next part, the boy says, he's the biggest man I've ever seen. I would be afraid to fight him. And then Achilles answers by saying, that's why nobody will remember your name. If you're insecure and you're always worrying about being somebody else, nobody will remember you for being who you are. But you know what? People will always remember Brad Reffitt. I may not be the smartest person, but dude, I'm Brad Reffitt. And there ain't no other Brad Reffitt. Amen? Wonderful. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend, and we will see you hopefully Sunday at Stratford High Church of God. And in fact, or maybe even tomorrow night, Pastor Ray Phillips is going to be preaching at a church in Trenton for revival, and Freedom House. So you can come out to that, or not Freedom House. I forget what their name. World Harvest, I think. But you can check that out. And if not, we're not having Fusion next Thursday, but I'll send you more information. Have a wonderful weekend.